Great to see many friendly faces around the table still waking up after having a quick breakfast and getting your coffee and tea. My name is Jennifer DeVoe, and as chair of this study, I'd like to welcome everyone to the third meeting of the Committee on Applying Neurobiological and Socio-Behavioral Sciences of the National Academies of Sciences, Engineering, and Medicine. This project is sponsored by the Robert Wood Johnson Foundation. So I'm joined here by our committee members. Very, very grateful for all of these wonderful people sitting around the table with me, and we also have a few people who will be participating remotely. So I will ask our committee to introduce themselves in a few minutes, but before we get further along, I need to read several points here and remind everyone that this is an open on-the-record session. Interested individuals have been invited to attend as observers as well as speakers. And I'd like to remind everyone this is an information gathering session. That is, the committee is in the process of assembling materials that we will examine and discuss in the course of making our findings, conclusions, and recommendations. Therefore, I ask everyone today to be extremely mindful of the fact that our committee has made no conclusions, and that if anyone were to assume that we have made up our minds or that any of our questions are representative of the committee's recommendations, we are not at that point right now. Comments made by individuals, including members of our committee, should not be interpreted as the positions of our committee or of the National Academies. In addition, our members typically ask probing questions, and this is to gather information. They may not be indicative of the personal committee members' views or the views of the committee. Our report is expected to be released in summer of 2019, right around the corner. We will deliberate thoroughly before writing the draft report, and once the draft report is written, it must go through a rigorous review by experts who are anonymous to our committee. This is our third open meeting, which will include presentations and discussions on a variety of topics to fulfill our information gathering needs, and a public comment session. In addition to the presentations we will hear today, the committee has reviewed information relevant to our charge and will continue to gather additional information over the course of the study. Speakers' comments will be followed by a question and answer period, primarily focused on clarification of facts by our committee members. And if time allows, we will open the floor to meeting attendees who are attending in person and via the webcast to answer questions. At the end of the day, we will have a period for public comment, and the audience members and webcast viewers will be able to make brief comments. If you wish to provide comments during this public comment period, please add your name to the sign-up sheet at the registration desk. For the record, speakers will be asked to disclose whether they receive any funding for activities related to the topics being discussed today and the sources of such funding. For example, funding from a government agency or a foundation. For more information on the study, you can visit the project website available in your attendee packets. Copies of the committee and speaker bios are on display at the registration table and are also available on the project website. If you have any logistical questions as the day continues, please talk to our staff at the registration table and around the room. They are wearing green name badges. This meeting is being webcast live and recorded. Available speaker presentations and videos will be posted to the project website 1 to 2 weeks after the meeting. We do have one committee member, Pat Lovett, who could not join us today, and we have 3 committee members joining us remotely. So we'll start by going around the table for those in the room, introduce ourselves, giving you a very brief introduction, our name and our current affiliations. If you'd like to know more about the committee members, there are brief bios that are available in your meeting materials. So as I mentioned, I'll go first. I'm Jennifer DeVoe. I'm a family physician, and I chair the Department of Family Medicine at Oregon Health and Science University. So we'll turn over here towards Myra.
Good morning. My name is Myra Parker. I'm Mandan Hidatsa. I'm originally from Fort Berthold, North Dakota, and I'm an assistant professor at the University of Washington in Seattle.
Good morning. This is Albert Watt at the Alliance for Early Success. I'm a senior policy director there.
Good morning. This is Natalie Slopin. I'm an assistant professor at the University of Maryland, College Park in the Department of Epidemiology and Biostatistics.
My name is Bill Wright. I'm the director at the Center for Outcomes Research and Education at Providence St. Joseph Health.
Hi, I'm Sonia Luth, a foundation professor of psychology at Arizona State and professor emerita at Columbia University Teachers College.
Good morning. My name is Ebony Carter. I'm a maternal fetal medicine physician at Washington University in St. Louis, and I'm here as an American Board of OBGYN National Academy of Medicine Health Policy Fellow.
Good morning. I'm Jim Perrin. I'm a general pediatrician, professor of pediatrics at Harvard Med School, and on the staff of the Mass General Hospital for Children.
Good morning. I'm Michael Liu. I'm a OBGYN and professor, senior associate dean at George Washington University School of Public Health.
Good morning. I'm Nadine Burke-Harris. I'm a pediatrician, and I'm the founder and CEO of the Center for Youth Wellness in San Francisco.
Good morning. My name is Liz Davis, and I'm a professor of applied economics at the University of Minnesota.
Good morning, I'm Sophie Yang. I'm a research assistant staffing this consensus study.
Good morning, my name is Yamarat Naguse and I'm an associate program officer, also project staff.
Hi, I'm Amy Geller and I'm the study director of the study.
Good morning, I'm Rose Martinez. I direct the Board on Population Health and Public Health Practice at the National Academies.
Wonderful. I see Dr. Uryuka, who's on the phone. Are you able to introduce yourself?
I am. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Hi, good morning. I'm Iyome Uryuka, Chief Research Officer at High Scope Education Research Foundation.
Great. And we also have Cynthia Garcia Cole and Amy Rollin Mcgee, who will be joining by phone. Are you on the... Either one of you on the line? I don't see them on there, but okay. They'll be joining a little later. Okay, great. Excellent. Thank you, everyone, for being here. So we have really exciting panelists who will be joining us this morning for our public session. Looking forward to hearing from them and having a conversation with them. And our first panel is on translating early development science into interventions. First, we'll hear from Dr. Greg Miller, who is a professor of psychology at Northwestern University. Dr. Miller will be presenting remotely, and then we'll hear from Dr. Greg Duncan, Distinguished Professor of Education at the University of California, Irvine, sitting right here with us in his home city. For this panel, we'd like for Dr. Duncan to remain seated until his presentation and for question and answer, and then we'll have you join us. You're here, so this is exciting.